Hello everyone, this is Cool Pro 195 and welcome to a brand new series that is a courtesy of my good friend DingoCrash. This series happens to be the DingoCrash Challenge of the Week, which is pretty much a new method that he's trying out to reach out with more of his viewers per se, and we're all basically doing weekly challenges. Well, people can do it whenever they want to, during the week that is. And of course, for those who want to participate, feel free to join the DingoCrash Discord server. Now for the first challenge of the week, for challenge number 1 of the DingoCrash Challenge of the Week, the rules for this is to play level 1 Insanity Beach from the original Crash Bandicoot. You have to, basically, you break boxes, but you break them in a pattern where you skip single boxes. To put it in simpler terms, as he's specifically worded it on the Discord channel within his server Challenge of the Week, he says, play the level Insanity Beach, collect every 2 boxes, you skip 1. Your max lives you can use are only 3. It means you can die up to 3 times only. Yeah, and by the way, he's also clarified that even if you do get an extra life, you still only have to play within like the 3 lives limit. So you can still technically only die 3 times no matter whether you do earn an extra life or not, since this is based on it's based around the challenge and it's how he's running it. So yeah, if you got any questions, take it up with him. And also later on he goes on to say, when you get to the second area, choose the right path, the left path is not required. Yes, the left path is not mandatory because the right path is where like most of the crates are, so, and it would make sense that he'd choose that because obviously there's that crate bridge which makes the challenge which in all honesty raises the stakes in the challenges, it ups the ante per se. But yeah, anyways, that's enough of the introduction. Now to jump into the level, Insanity Beach. Now let's see how we're gonna approach this. And also in terms of the order of breaking the boxes, he also didn't specify like which order, but pretty much from everyone's understanding, you can break them in any order you want, just as long as you play within the patterns. So this is how I'm gonna do it. So I'm just starting off breaking these boxes. Oh yeah, and by the way, yeah, and as you can see, I skipped one. So you gotta be wise about this, and it doesn't matter which order you break them in, as long as you play within the pattern, that should be fine. That was close. Okay. That's 2, I skipped 1. So I'll break this one. Yeah, pretty much. You gotta be wise about this. Skip 2. Yeah, sometimes it takes a bit of processing. So like, that was the first one of this one, so then that's the second one of this trail. So I'm skipping this Aku Aku mask, and then just jumping on here. So I skip this one that's next to me, from my understanding at least, and break these 2. So like, I'm skipping that one in front, that's just in the corner. So I'll break these 2 over here. Okay, it doesn't matter which order, so skip one, so I'm skipping the one that's further back, and then I break these 2 here. And then I skip the checkpoint essentially. Well, it's not essentially required entirely, but yeah, it's a good thing I don't have an invincibility here, otherwise I would end up like shooting the turtle into that stack of crates in the distance, and that's really what I don't want. Okay, so that's 1 crate broken, so technically I only need to break 2 crates from this stack, so we're gonna miss 1 crate here, and then skip that. Wait, let me try and remember. Oh yeah, of course, because this is from the previous set, not the next set, so this doesn't count. So yeah, I've broken 2 already, so I'm gonna skip this one in the corner as well. Right, so I'll break 2 over here, and then let's just make this into a pattern? Well, we already know what the pattern is, but let's just think strategically about this. Okay, so skip one. So I'm gonna choose to skip that bottom one simply because physics dictates, so it makes more sense like that. Wait, it makes more sense to break 2 and then skip 1 at the bottom. It's easier to skip those at the bottom because it just makes more sense and it's possible to do. Okay, so essentially I've skipped these 2 over here, so I'm not gonna break them at all. Oh, it looks like I'll be skipping all the bottom ones because, you know, 2 crates. Anyways, I think that should be the end of that unless, you know, that was incorrectly processed, given how it all takes muscle memory. But anyways, doesn't matter. Now, what I'm gonna do is... Okay, so I've just skipped a crate, so effectively what we're gonna do is, like, pretty much skip 1 box while we're making our way through this crate bridge. But, like, of course you gotta be really careful. By the way, like, a helpful tip is to, like, hold X when you're actually bouncing on these crates, because then when you hold X, like, your jump is higher, therefore it gives you more time in the air, like, while you're bouncing. Whereas, like, if you don't hold it, it's just gonna be one massive clusterfuck. But anyways, let's do this shit. Or at least let's try to anyway. Okay. Okay, so I did a pretty good job at that, I gotta say. And yeah, the left path is not required, so it doesn't really... So we really don't have to go there. So yeah, we skipped 1 crate, and that's pretty much the challenge complete. Anyways, in terms of the box count, it really doesn't matter, and I apologize if you heard any interruption, but of course it's gonna be cut out. Anyways, that's officially the first challenge complete within DingoCrash Challenge of a Week. For those of you who want to attempt this challenge number 1 of DingoCrash Challenge of a Week, feel free to do so. And for those of you who want to participate in future challenges within DingoCrash's Challenge of a Week series, join his Discord server. I'll put the link to his Discord server in the description below so you won't miss out. And you can also suggest your own challenges, as he's also stated, as part of the series, in order to make things more interesting, raise the stakes per se. But yeah, anyways, that's officially the first Challenge of a Week video complete for DingoCrash Challenge of a Week. Feel free and be sure to subscribe, like, or rate, however you want to put it. Drop a comment below to leave constructive feedback if you possibly can, and or share it around with your friends and family, whoever they may be. Until then, laters everyone, peace out.